Okay, so we came back from lunch. We had lunch outside because typical that you sometimes put something to defrost and it just doesn't defrost on time, so we had to go out today to do that. And Simon has been very kind of being organizing the shuttering for this concrete worktop we're trying to build here for the washing machine area, which is amazing. It's a little bit tricky because it has to be done very precise and in between the brickwork that's being done by Omar, so it's just a little bit more complicated, but he's done an amazing job, so I'm going to show you what he's done. So you have that going over there, and then there is a hole for the sink that we're going to be putting over here. So we're gonna seal all of that really well, and then we're gonna be able to pour the concrete later on.
So we needed this kind of gravel.
Oh, did you get the wrong one?
No, we got the right one. We just need more.
Oh.
This is, I think, called Britta number 2.
Okay.
And that's Britta number 1.
Oh yeah?
And that's Britta number 3. And that's Britta number 4.
Oh, okay.
So
Over there.
This is the second most finest.
Ah. And this is how you get it. You just come in, grab a bucket, fill up with your pa, and then tell them how much you got, and then they charge you later. It's all the sand as well, different sands that you can get, and we got white sand for the worktop. And it's a hot day again, and I've come with Omar, and I've brought my coffee with me. A lot of you guys have really enjoyed our recipes in our videos, so I thought it would be a really good idea to make a website and compile all of those recipes together and publish them online so you guys can enjoy them. Plus maybe talk about ourselves a bit and our project and the gear that we use. So that's why I think it's an amazing opportunity to have partnered with Squarespace on this video. I have been able to create a website with their new design system called Squarespace Blueprint. It has awesome templates, customization tools to create your online aesthetics with dozens of modern and intuitive options, then connect social and multimedia accounts in a few clicks to extend your brand's footprint. Squarespace is perfect for portfolios, business sites, or personal journals. In a few steps, I have my website ready, looking professional and ready to go with a clear brand. You really don't need any experience to be able to make a website on Squarespace. If you want to build a website quickly and easily, Squarespace is the way to go. Whether you want to showcase your work, you want to start a journal, you want to sell online, they have all the tools that you need. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/theindigoscape for a 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. Ready to start your online presence? Try Squarespace today. You will love how easy and effective it is. Well, we just came back from buying all the aggregates and the sand, and we are about to to start doing the concrete worktop. I'm a bit nervous about it, but you know, we just need a flat surface that can be used for outdoor, so I think it will be fine, and also it will be a good practice because we want to do a churrasqueira later, and it's gonna be with polished concrete.
Yeah, the wax is definitely working.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, totally. You can see it like it's waxed. But later on, we've got to wet all of this stuff really down. And yeah, I'm very excited. I've always wanted to do a concrete worktop.
Me too.
So,
we're going to do it with micro cement, but I don't think it's really necessary.
yeah, it's so expensive. And then they were like, yeah, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to deliver it.
Yeah.
So then I just found loads of other YouTube videos that were like, yeah, just use normal cement.
It's white cement.
Yeah, some people they sieve it and all of that kind of stuff, but I've seen other people, they're like, no man, just, you know, it's all about the vibrations.
Someone kindly yesterday helped us with the shuttering and also doing all of the reinforced spar. So you have one big one here as well behind the sink, so that's going to be really important.
So when you look out the window, soon you will see something nice and pretty. Because at the before it was not very pretty. Now it will be. Okay, so we're just about to start putting our mix in, and Andrea is going to wet the brickwork.
I'm ready.
Right, let's do it.
Bit of a
Little bit of a squeeze.
putting a bottom might be easier. Okay, so now that that stage is done, we can do now the second layer, which is just going to be a 3-1 mix of sand and cement. So it's all nice and polished and it looks very beautiful. I only had about a bucket full left from the concrete, so luckily someone can mix it with his mix and just kind of like hide it behind the stones in some areas. It's just a bucket, so it's not that much. So I'm gonna do that mix because we want to pour it just before that fully dries, or even 70%. You want to do it straight away, and I'm just doing some cooking now, and yeah, we're gonna do that now. Alrighty. We have to just mix a little bit more because it's a little bit too wet, but it will be fine. Hopefully evaporate.
That's all the banging. Look at that, huh?
What do you think?
Super.
Yeah?
Must be said. Yeah, no, it's, and I love the texture. It's mainly white, but there's little black specks everywhere, so it's a bit like Oreo in a vanilla milkshake. But it's cool. We've done it. We finished about an hour ago. We have to wait another hour, and then we're going to go over it again because there's a few air bubbles that have come up again. But I think we vibrated it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Yeah, it's looking super. I just hope the cats don't jump on it.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Give some float thing out.
Yeah,
Good
I'm going to
wash.
clean it. Be back. Okay, so while that is drying, I have convinced Omar
I've been tied into another job.
to I just really want something to cover this area for the time being
Experiment.
until we get something a little bit better, which we kind of will probably, but it's just to cover the heat away because the sun comes down later on and it gets super hot in here, so it would just be a more enjoyable place.
Yeah.
Well, it's not super beautiful, but habemos shadow. Got
Much
shadow
needed.
now, which is much needed. Okay, so we're going to very soon get something for here, so some blinds, and they're called Smart Wings. And I have ordered their sample, and they're going to be very kind to provide the shades for us, which is amazing. So I wanted to show you all the different colors that you can get, and then you can tell me which one you like best, and then you can write it below. So they have lots of different ones, and I'm gonna show you now. So you got dark brown, white gray, dark gray, black, gray, coffee, and black gold, but these last two have really nice texture. I'm leaning towards the coffee one and the black gold at the end, so it's got that really nice sort of texture that looks a little bit like wood. But let me know what you guys think, and then maybe we can choose together. You can help us choose. So this is a little sample, and yeah, we might have something really cool here, little smart ones as well, so you can, with a remote, go. So what are you trying to say? I'm melting.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I can't remember already.
Me estoy derritiendo.
Me estoy derritiendo. Sí, qué calor.
Look, Simon, I'm cleaning your thing. Everyone's my weakness. I'm cleaning it every time I use
I'm
it.
gonna drop it down. I'll see where that other bit of plastic.
And then the other bit of plastic should be around. Okay, so it's time to finally put some mulch on. I have obviously chosen the highest sun time to do this because I like living dangerously. I just need to do it. Basically, this is the one that really needs it, so I'm gonna start with this one, and we're gonna do some straw, and then we're gonna do also some pine bark, and it's gonna be really nicely protected. Please let me know if I should. I think the irrigation needs to be on top, so you don't get it clogged. But if you think they might also need to be underneath, it also it will make the water less hot, because maybe. So I'm gonna have to test it. But then if you know the answer to this, you can write it in the comment section below, which is always very welcome. So I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, so I got my 2 piles, bark and hay. I show you, I do think actually, going back to the whole hay and straw, I do think it's straw. There are some more of the green sort of colors you see here, but I don't see any seeds. They'll be difficult to see, but you know, maybe next year we'll get that right. Okay. I just checked about the other thing that I'm using, and that's hay. Confirmed, it's English hay, it says on the packet. And this is heat-treated pine bark, because they have some sort of like parasite or something. So the heat treatment, which is safe for the plants, eliminates them. So it's safe to use for them as well after the treatment, which is great. I'm not very confident about this tomato here, but give tomatoes a chance. Maybe I can just dump it and then sort of stretch it out later. Okej. Yo estoy haciendo... Yeah, the earth here is nice because the cucumber is actually acting like a big umbrella. Well, a lot of the beds now have the hay. There's just one more that needs to be done, and I ran out of the bark, so I will need to get some more for 1, 2, 3, 4 beds, so probably another 2 bags. And it's not too expensive. They were each like €5, so I think it should be okay. And apparently it degrades very slowly, so that's going to be really good for it, because the hay does degrade a lot quicker, but then you do have to pile it on as soon as it starts to degrade. But yeah, and that's really good. Very happy that that's already done. The irrigation is on and it's doing its job, which is great. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit longer. I'm gonna get a timer as well, so it just goes on by itself, and then you just worry about other jobs, you know, which is efficiency, so important in the garden. So yeah, very good, that job is done.
Are we gonna do this? It's time to do the unveiling. Yeah, we put some plastic on top to try and slow down the curing, and we sprayed it with lots of water, but it was so hot, I don't know how effective that was. So yeah, let's do it. Let's take it apart.
You need help.
Always.
So how long we did this, like?
6 days?
Really?
Yeah. Well, on Saturday it was 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm super excited to take the shuttering off, because the bottom layer we used a type of gravel that made it very pink, and the top we just used white sand and white cement, so it's very white. So we should have hopefully a bit of stratification, we'll see.
A bit of Turkish delight.
Spider. You can see some stratification, pink and white, but I'm sure once we sanded it down it will look a lot better. Obviously this will have to be tidied up as well.
Well, this is not going to show because the tone and groove is going to continue.
Exactly.
So you won't even see any of this.
Exactly. Alright, it continues. It's mainly the silicone that's holding
Oh, okay.
together.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
there's something there.
yeah, just 1 sec.
It just needs, yeah. There it goes.
po.
Es un truco ahí de magia.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Okay.
And now I'm going to disappear.
What? We use it.
Shutter is off. The back one took a little bit of time, but we finally got there. Now the next step is just to sand it, I think with water. I think it's called wet and dry or something like that. And then basically we're going to be using a little bit of water. Almost gonna need to watch a YouTube video about it before we continue. But I'm just going to just brush everything off and then we can start.
Okay, so it's been a couple of hours since Andrea sanded the top. It's very dusty. I'm going to give it a brush down, maybe go over it one more time with the rough, and then I'm going to start doing the wet 600, which is a lot finer. And yeah, hopefully the wax is going to do the last bit of work for me, because I can definitely see right now there's some soft bits and some rough bits, but apparently that's normal. Okay. A bit like sanding paper with sanding paper.
Yeah. It is a bit strange.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with it.
What's the next bit to do?
We have to wait for it to dry now and then dust like crazy, and then we've got to carry on wiping it down and until we get a clean cloth, and then we start waxing it.
Okay.
Right now it's very not ready for that.